So, I can send you over to Elizabeth and have a good one. That was fast.
Okay. Thank you. It's unpleasant. I've never had a painful experience, but this is way easier. My 6-year-old is actually enrolled in the study, and so he's better at it than I am.
I don't know.
I get tested at least weekly, sometimes bi-weekly, because I work here. So
Really,
I'd like life to go back to normal, as much as normal would be now. I mean, for me, I really like this community, and I'm really into medicine and research, so like, this is awesome. Like, I feel great that we can help.
absolutely. And hardest.
My name is Kristen Krasno. I am a senior research specialist here at the Primate Center, and the spelling of my name is Kristin. Last name is spelled Crosno.
And any professor or any like doctor or anything that I should be adding in front of your name or anything for that?
No, I don't actually work for one PI. I actually work. He does. He gets really excited, and he calls it Spit for Science, which is kind of cute.
I don't know if you can see with my horrible screen protector here.
Oh, I can see it beautifully. This is why you're doing it.
That's why I do it, because he wants to help. He wants to go back to school, like see his teacher in person. Virtual school sucks. Like, we do it, he's great at it. I feel bad for the teachers. And I just want the kids to be able to socialize again.
That's my story for today. I went to Baraboo. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Sure. My name is Matt McLaughlin, M-A-T-T. Last name McLaughlin, M-C-L-A-U-G-H-L-I-N.
Perfect. And official title of the project?
I am an associate research specialist in Dave O'Connor's laboratory.
Excellent.
We've been working on this project since July. So we started up these kind of mobile testing sites in July, kind of around the Madison community here at the Primate Center, at our normal laboratory, AVRL, as well as at a couple other sites. So it's going well. We've tested since July around, I'd say just over 4,000 people now. And so we are a research-based study. We do a rapid response test, so same-day results with a saliva-based method. So we're a pretty accurate test. We use a slightly different test than your normal PCR nose swab test that you'd get from the Alliant Energy Center or your physician. We use something that's called LAMP, and so it's a little bit less sensitive. So we are not able to detect as small amounts of virus as they would at the Alliant Energy Center, but where we sacrifice that sensitivity, we make up for it with frequency of testing. So here at the Primate Center, we test twice weekly. And we think by screening the kind of working population in the Primate Center, we can keep them safe and pull people out before they're contagious.
Well,
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's two huge priorities: keeping the animals safe and keeping all the staff safe as well. I feel real lucky to be a part of it. I think we all do, and we're really happy to be able to make a meaningful difference in the community and keep some people safe, some really hard essential employees here, and we're also expanding out to some local K through 12 schools as well, and so it'd be really great to help them open safely because the teachers and students need it. I think there's definitely a big need for rapid response testing, whether that's with the saliva test that we do or an antigen test that's kind of starting to be offered by the federal government. So that would be great as well. But I do think that there does need to be a kind of rapid response testing protocol in place for workplaces and schools.
Perfect. I probably.
I mean, it's great. It always brightens, I think, all of our days when we get to test some kids. They're cute, they ask nice questions, and I think it's pretty easy for them to get a mouthful of spit.
I think I'm $3.99.
Larissa, yep. You are $3.99.
Oh yeah. $3.98 or $3.99? Sorry. Okay, that's what got me.
Awesome. That's what happens. You bring your friends. How much have you heard
So
about
I'll
our
give that
study?
tube to you.
Okay, thanks.
Nothing at all.
And then do I still?
That for you right over there.
Okay.
$3.99.
Thank you. And detect the presence of coronavirus in saliva. We're fairly confident that a positive will be contacted by a member of our study team. If you select yes, we just need you to be potentially positive by our test. You'll get a phone call before the end of the day, probably by 6 p.m. at the latest. Due to mark is on the back here. So after we're finished testing your sample, if it's positive, it's possible we might want to keep, and then we just need your printed name, signature, and date.
Before you give it to her, can I go grab a glamour shot of you?
Today is 11/12.
Yeah, so this is the sample collection tube, and then this here is kind of the pointy straw that she'll spit through.
V number, we'll need to know what that number is each time you. We recommend that you don't, so no earlier than noon the day before. And so
Sorry,
what
do you drop these off twice a week, did you say?
You can be tested twice a week, but I mean it's up to your just.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
So do I go down there?
And now you'll head right down here. Yep.
Send you over to Elizabeth.
know the whole extent of how it's going across the country. I know even in the summer, a group at Yale was doing saliva-based testing. They were doing a slightly different assay on the test, but also they saw the same benefit in saliva where it's a little bit less invasive and easier to collect for people. Obviously, we've been out here since July, but we don't want to stay out here through the winter. So each one of these take-home kits has all the supplies necessary to give samples. There's the little tubes, there's little plastic bags to return it in, and there's these little pointy straws as well. So with each take-home kit, how we envision it is employees at the Primate Center could just spit at home, so that also decreases more contact. You know, they're not out here potentially spitting with other people, which could be a point of infection. So they can just spit at home before they get to work. And then when they get to work, we have a little drop box, kind of mailbox sort of deal where they just slide their sample in. And then we would all arrive at noon and then process all the samples for that day.
So
Super easy, yeah.
That's exactly why you want to do it. You just want to make your lives as riskless as possible
Mm-hmm.
and figure it out. It's so smart.
Glamour shots, total glamour shots. Imagine you're on Dateline.
So I can, looks like I'm reading.
Who too is ready for this. I'm like, oh, if you could do a take-home kit, you know, that's a lot easier to do.
See here, right now we're only offering it for the.
You never know what I'm going to use in 2.5
Of course.
minutes.
The last form that you signed. And this is that same question as before, asking if you'd like to be contacted if your sample is positive. You need a phone number.
I'm just going to come jerky there.
Probably by 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. at the latest. But we will call if it's positive. Okay. This is where the biggest change has been made since the last form that you signed. Previously, you were allowed to opt out of advanced molecular testing, but now we're doing.
All summer long and up until now here at the Wisconsin Primates Center, employees were tested twice a week, but now they're trying something new, take-home kits to streamline the entire operation.
But
so much.
Yeah, have a great day.
You too.
Your first time? Okay, perfect. So you have your tube and your kind of straw looking thing. So you need about this much saliva for the assay. Yeah, space and go for it. Yeah. And if you have any questions, I can answer them. I've done this enough where nothing phases. Yeah. Thompson, first name Elizabeth, Somsen, last name Somsen. I'm actually an undergraduate researcher in Dave O'Connor's lab. This is my last semester here at UW-Madison.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
You're just about to graduate.
Yes.
It's exciting.
It's a very
Great
strange
project.
time.
Strange time. Project.
It is really exciting, yeah. It's been cool to see and to, kind of watch it grow from this very small thing to now a much bigger thing. I've seen a lot of people spit.
What's it been like? I mean, yeah, as we were talking about, there are some unique ways to do this, right?
Yeah, I think people have their own different approaches, especially people here at the Primate Center. These folks get tested once or twice a week. So by this point in time, most of them are pros. They just come out, they know what to do, and they get it done. But some people it takes them much longer, some people it takes them a shorter amount of time. So it really just depends on the person.
Absolutely. And it's just, it's almost comical. I was saying, spit.
I mean, we hope it is. That's the goal, certainly. And, this facility, a lot of researchers here at the university really rely on these workers to take care of our animals. And so it's really important to us. This is a way that we can kind of give back to them as a thanks for everything that they do for us. And also, optimize this assay and hopefully help it be deployed for future use across the nation.
Absolutely. That's the bottom line.
For it whenever you'd like. You get your eyes looking down at all those goodies in there. Close more or less.
Yeah, they stay pretty cold. We have an ice block on the bottom.
So here